This rich and decadent Chocoflan, often called the impossible cake, is a showstopper dessert that magically separates into 2 layers while baking. Hi, you're with Wendy and Shannon. A moist chocolate cake topped with creamy vanilla flan and a glossy caramel sauce. It looks impressive, but it's easier to make than you think. Now let's get started. We're going to start by preheating our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. And now we're going to head onto the stove to make our caramel sauce. So in a saucepan, we're going to add 1 cup of sugar, and on medium heat, we're going to allow the sugar to melt till it caramelizes. You can either just use the handle of the saucepan to swirl it around, or you can use a spatula and start moving the sugar around as it caramelizes. This will help to prevent the sugar from burning and sticking to the bottom of the pan. Once you've got a nice amber color to the caramel, you're going to take it off the stove and start pouring it into your bun pan. Now while you're pouring the caramel with one hand, use the other hand to keep turning the bun pan around so that you get an even layer of the caramel at the bottom of the bun pan. Okay, now we're going to set the bun pan aside for the caramel to cool and set. Now it's time for us to start mixing the cake, and I'm using the Betty Crocker's chocolate cake mix, and this is not a sponsored video, but I find that this gives you the best results. So we're going to grab a large bowl, and into the bowl we're going to add 3 large eggs which are at room temperature, and with our mix on a medium speed we're going to beat the eggs for a minute or 2. And now we're going to add in all the wet ingredients, which is 1 cup of room temperature milk, half a cup of vegetable oil, and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now we are going as per the instructions on the box. And once again, with our mix on a medium speed, we're going to blend all the liquid ingredients together. It's time to add in the cake mix, and I'm also going to add in 1 tablespoon of coffee powder, and this is going to bring out the flavor of the chocolate. And we're also going to add in 1/8 teaspoon of salt, but this is totally optional. And now with our mixer first on stir, we're going to start blending the dry ingredients with the wet. And once the dry ingredients is just about incorporated with the wet, you're going to crank up the speed of the mixer to medium, and you're going to blend it all together till you have a smooth, silky batter. I've got a little butter in a bowl, and using the pastry brush, we're going to brush on the butter all around the bun pan. And once you finish brushing an even layer of the butter on the sides of the bun pan, you're going to brush on a layer all around the tube as well. And now we're going to get our cake batter back, and we're going to pour it evenly in the bun pan. Now we're going to keep the bun pan aside and get cracking on the flan. Now in a big measuring cup, or you can use a bowl, we're going to crack 4 large eggs which are at room temperature. And with our mix on a medium speed, we're going to blend them for about a minute or 2. Now we're going to pour in 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, and this is not only going to sweeten up the flan, but it's going to give us that creamy, smooth texture. And we're also going to add in 2 teaspoons of a pure vanilla extract. Now with our mixer on a low speed, we're gently going to blend it all together without incorporating any air into it. We're going to bake the Chocoflan in a water bath. We're going to take a big roasting pan, and we're going to put 2 layers of the kitchen paper towel at the bottom. This is going to prevent the bun pan from moving while baking. Now let's put our bun pan on top of that and watch the magic happen. We're going to take a sieve, hold it in one place over the bun pan, and we're going to gradually and gently pour the flan into the sieve. And watch how the flan goes to the bottom and the cake mix rises to the top. And a little bit of science here, it's because of the difference in the density that the flan mixture is going to go to the bottom and the cake batter is going to rise to the top. Now the sieve is not only going to catch any of that egg that has not blended well, but it's also going to remove any of the air bubbles that may have got trapped while we were mixing the flan. Now we're going to cover the top of the bun pan with an aluminum foil, making sure that it's tightly secured so that no moisture enters into the Chocoflan. And now it's time for us to pop the Chocoflan into our preheated oven, and we're going to pour some hot water into the roasting pan till it comes halfway up the bun pan. And now we're going to bake the Chocoflan for approximately an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the cake comes out clean. Now that the Chocoflan is baked, it's time to take it out of the oven and out of the water bath and keep it on a wire rack to cool completely before we cover it up and pop it into the refrigerator for about 4 to 5 hours, but overnight is definitely going to give you the best results. When you're ready to unmold the Chocoflan, you're going to take it out of the refrigerator and leave it on your countertop for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then you're going to take the roasting pan, you're going to add a little hot water to it and place the bun pan in the hot water. This is going to help to loosen up the caramel from the bottom so that the Chocoflan releases easily. Okay, now we're going to take the bun pan out of the hot water and using an offset spatula or you could use a knife, you're going to run it around the edge of the cake to release it from the sides. And you're also going to do it around the tube. Now for the moment of truth. You're going to take a cake stand or a plate and you're going to place it on top of the bun pan. And with a quick flip, you're going to invert the bun pan on the cake stand. Now you're going to take all that remaining caramel that's in the bun pan and you're going to drizzle it on top of the Chocoflan. We want every bit of all the goodness. And there you have it. Your Chocoflan looks absolutely perfect. And now it's time to cut it up and look at those perfect layers that we have. Oh my goodness, look at that. And now it's time to give the Chocoflan a taste. But before we do that, if you're new to our channel or haven't subscribed already and enjoy trying out recipes that turn out right every time, you know you're at the right place. So go ahead, press that subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you're the first one to get notified every time we upload a new video. Okay, now let's give the Chocoflan a taste. I'm really excited because this is absolutely amazing. The way the flan and the chocolate cake are baked at one time and how it changes when you put it into the oven. The flan goes down, the chocolate cake comes on the top. It's absolutely amazing. It's definitely a piece of science. Yum, look at that. Ooh. The chocolate cake and the flan, just they melt in your mouth. The cake is so moist and the flan is like buttery smooth. I hope you give this recipe a try. So don't forget to hop onto our website withwendyandShannon.com for the full written recipe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.